Hey y'all, welcome channel or welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. So in the last video I showed y'all about these tube jigs and how good panfish jigs. Well, this video, and I brought it up, I can't remember if I brought it up in the last video or a few others, but I brought up using a slip bobber. So today I'm gonna show you how I rigged that up. I've got this old Zebco pole here I've had forever. I honestly hardly ever use it. I prefer my light action rod or ultralight, and this is medium. So, but I've got it. So what we're gonna do here, set that right there, and I pulled out quite a bit of twine just for it's out of the way and I can just use the twine. I don't know if y'all can even see that, but we've got the end of twine right here. And I like using, try to get where y'all can see that. Y'all can't even see that. Try to get, so I don't lose it. These are bobber stops is what they are. Now what you want to do is you want to feed that line through, well, make sure you get through it, not beside it. Through it. And your first hole, and then it recommends going around once and then coming back, and you can do that and that's fine, but personally what I like to do is take it once and then twice, and I feel like it adds more strength to that way. Something, just say you get a big fish grab, pull and jerk real hard or something, it don't cause it to slip at all with pressure and the bobber. And it's just probably a mental thing for me, but personally that's what I like to do, is 1, 2, and then come back under and feed through that second hole there, and that's what it'll look like. And then you can slide it, and it's kind of hard to slide it. It is, but that's what you want. That's what I want, at least. This thing's gonna make me out to be a liar. It won't even slide. There we go. You go up to whatever you want, So then I like this little bead, little red bead. There it is. To feed it on. It don't matter what kind of bobber I'm using, what kind of slip bobber I'm using. I like to put that red bead on there. Followed by a weighted bobber. This is a little tricky because it's hollow, and it goes down to your entrance point and your exit point are the same size. So it's kind of a pain to get in there sometimes. It made me out to be a liar. That was perfect. That went right to the ground. Yeah, it was perfect. So now we got our bobber stop, we got our bead, and we got our weighted bobber. Now this is really, I like a weighted bobber more because when it hits the water, I know it's gonna stand up instead of just lay on the side. It's easier to see if it sinks down, and it's less resistance if a fish grabs it than one laying over. So, me personally, that's my go-to. And then you can go ahead and tie your lure on right there at that point. Personally, I like those snap swivel. If I'm changing line or I'm changing lure in between while I'm fishing, I don't want to have to cut and retie. I done that when I first started fishing, and it was just so aggravating. So, well, let me rephrase that. I first started fishing, just like just about anybody, it was with a regular bobber, a hook, and night crawlers. when I started fishing with plastics and really getting into really fishing. I ain't gonna say really fishing, but really getting into fishing and changing the lures a lot. That's when this comes in play. And y'all know me, I like the polymer knot. That's my go-to. I'm sure there's arguments for it and against it. But as for me, that's what I'm tying. And I tie big loops when I do it. Simply for the fact I've done it before and tried not to tie big loops, and I kept getting my fingers caught in the line. I kept losing the loop. I don't know if y'all hear, it's a windy day. Windy day. There we go. Now you can cut this excess off. I used to leave like about maybe a 1/4 inch worth of line. But with that snap swivel, and I done got my lure ready to go. I'm ready to go fishing. Now this will be like that. That's the presentation in the water. Well, in the water that will be more vertical or more horizontal, I mean, but there's my presentation for the water. Fish gobble that up. So, and I've had people comments from the last video asking to show examples of how those lures work in the water, how I fish them, and I plan to do that. I just plan to do that when I want to get like a big fish tank. I want to try to find one. That way you've got a clear visual of how to do it versus some of this muddy, murky water around here. So I'm not there yet. What are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're hitting everything in this building. That's that. Very simple presentation. Of course, let me tie it up here. There we go. Simple presentation. So that's a slip bobber. Now I'm also going to show you this bobber right here. Now this is what, if you've seen the pond fishing video, this is what I was using there. It just hooks on. Well, there you go, just got that hooks on. It's like a regular bobber. In that hook, this is the rod I use all the time. This is my go-to. It's and I will pronounce this wrong if I can even say the name. It's a sweet fire, I tell you that. Daywall. I don't get paid by them another name, so you know. But it's a Daywall sweet fire. It is 5'6", ultralight. I had 4-foot ultralights, and it was okay, but I just wanted that little extra length in it. So I'm 5'8", this is 5'6", and there you go, it's 5'6". So, but anyways, these lures right here, or these floats right here, I take them, and what I do is when I push down, I like to have part of the line right there that I'm pushing on to help hold it. And then I like just 1, 2. And I pull up, keep pressure on it, and I let her go. And then this one, just like that. Of course, when it goes in the water, it's going to pull up, or But very easy on both these to change your depth. So that change your depth, change your whole presentation you can change. Of course, you see there, snap swivel, then tube jig. Those are my go-tos. Those two presentations right there, and I really like myself. I really like this snap. Yeah, I really like the snap swivel a whole lot better. Unless I am jigging for crappie, which really I like crappie fishing. I love crappie fishing, actually. I love catching them. It's so much fun. I love eating them. It's even better. But if I'm fishing this, chances are I'm not focusing on a particular fish. Sometimes bluegill, just because for a small fish, they fight so hard and so much fun with a light lure or ultra light lure. But it is what it is. I'm not really going after, hey, I'm catching this fish. If I catch any other type of fish, I'm disappointed. I'm not like that. I'm like, if it bites, it bites. I'm having a good time. But if this answers any questions for y'all, go ahead and give me a like. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to learn that I can help you with, which I guess I'll be the deciding factor on that, go ahead and give me a comment. If you want to see more of these videos and you enjoy what you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? I'm hoping to be able to get back in the woods sometime soon. It's November now. On the downside to this November, that's the really downside for me, is I lost my deer hunting spot last year and I haven't found a new one. So I have government land, but I know a lot of people who hunt government land deer season, so it's kind of sucks, but I'm setting this one out apparently. But as soon as rifle season's over, there's squirrels. I plan on going after some rabbits. I work with a guy, he has beagles, so I may hook up with him and go after some rabbits together. I don't know. That's one of the things we're going to figure out. But y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all down the trail.